everyone, it's Beth here, and I wanted to pop on just one last time and wrap up my final thoughts on the program that I just finished that has taken me 3 months to get through, and just share everything that has happened and would I do it again. So I have been trying to wrap my mind around this journey that I've been on for the last 90 days or so, and it's hard because so much has happened, not just physically, but in my mind and in my heart, and it's really hard to put into words. So I'm going to try my best and share with you everything that has happened. So the reason why I started this program ultimately was because I knew that I needed to follow a program, not just the workout, but the meal plan as well. I personally have polycystic ovarian syndrome, and I have made excuse after excuse after excuse as to why these meal plans don't work for me. Let me tell you this. Every program that our company produces has a meal plan that has been designed by dietitians. It's not just someone out there who's throwing some foods together and say, here, eat this. There's science behind it. And so for me, I felt kind of like a fraud because I hadn't fully followed a plan 100%. I started many times a 21-day program that we have with the meal plan, and by week 2, I was so caught up in not seeing physical results on the scale that I would give up. That's not cool, because if I have learned one thing in this program, it's to get off the scale. And I don't know why it's taken me this long to finally realize that. So I've already posted my physical results. You can go back and see them a couple posts down on this page. But for those of you who haven't seen them, I lost 9.8 pounds, 15.25 inches, and I am darn proud of that. I followed the meal plan 100%. I gave it my absolute all. I went all in with this program, nothing left on the table. And I have learned that it's okay to follow a meal plan. In fact, it made my life a lot less hectic when I knew exactly what I was eating and when I was eating it. The thing with this program is it follows a timed nutrition. So basically what that means is that there are specific macronutrients put together in groups, and you eat them at specific times. We had a workout block, so we ate before a workout, we ate after a workout, and then every 2 to 3 hours. And those nutrients were timed so that our body was getting the right nutrients at the right time. And at first, it was totally overwhelming. It really took me a good 3 or 4 weeks to get the hang of it. I had to constantly be looking at my meal plan and saying, okay, this is the time I need to eat this meal. And after that, it was smooth sailing. It took time for me to adjust. I'm not gonna lie, I was totally shocked at how much food I had to eat. And that first week or two, I was forcing myself to eat every single meal at the times that I needed to eat it. But by week 3, I was starving, and at week 4, after I finished week 4 and went on to phase 2, I had to bump up my meal plan so that I was eating even more because I was so hungry. That meant my metabolism was working, and that felt good because I knew that my body wasn't broken, that it still knew how to do what it was supposed to do, and so that was a good thing. And so in phase 2 and in phase 3, I was eating up to 2,500 calories a day. Yeah, I was completely shocked at how many calories I needed to eat to maintain not just the weight loss, but to help recover my muscles after these really intense workouts. Because the other thing is I was used to 30-minute workouts and being done for the day, but these workouts were 35 to 60 minutes, and I was really scared at first doing an hour-long workout because I've been doing 30-minute workouts for 4 years. And I didn't think that I could get through an hour-long workout, but I proved myself wrong because I was committed to following the program to a T. I wanted to see what would happen if I, the queen of excuses, because I have PCOS and this program just couldn't work for me. Yeah, that was my excuse for 4 years. I wanted to see what would happen when I quit giving up, and I was committed to seeing how it would work. And I am completely blown away. I have full confidence in a meal plan like this. And the one thing that I was super excited about doing when I was done with this program was going back to my fasted workouts. That just means not eating before I work out, because that's what I was doing before this program. And yesterday, so Sunday was a day off. I went and I celebrated with my husband. I had Mexican food. I even ate cereal, and I felt miserable that night, but you know what? It was all worth it because I gave 90 days to this meal plan with not a cheat at all, and I celebrated. And then yesterday I woke up and I realized, Beth, you have a choice. You can choose temporary satisfaction with eating junk food, or you can have lasting habits. And I am very proud to say that I went back to my lasting habits. And in fact, I woke up starving yesterday morning, and so I decided to eat before my workout. And I created the meal plan that I'm doing now is the same meal plan. I'm not doing as intense workouts, so I bumped down a bracket, or 2 actually. And so I am still doing timed nutrition with this program, but I'm just not eating as much because my body doesn't need as many calories to maintain. And so I've been doing this timed nutrition the past 2 days, and I'm completely shocked that I actually really love it, and I have found that it's doable. It is really doable. And so I'm going to stick with this timed nutrition through this program that I'm doing now, which is 3 weeks long, and because I just really love it. I love how I feel. The other thing is that since I have PCOS, a lot of times insulin resistance goes hand in hand with that, and I have been one of the unlucky ones to have insulin resistance, meaning my body produces too much insulin and it ends up storing it as belly fat. Obviously, you can tell by how I'm made and where I carry my weight. That is not a surprise. So in order to fix that, I have to really watch what I eat. And so that was one of the reasons why I had so many excuses about why I can't do this meal plan, because there were too many carbs and too much fruit, which turns the sugar in my body. And where was I going with this train of thought? I am just really proud that I stuck it out. I was eating carbs before. I was restricting myself and not maybe just having fruit one time a day, and I would have healthy carbs like sweet potatoes maybe once or twice a day, and that's all I was eating. And I went to this meal plan, which I had 5 fruits a day and 5 carbs a day, I think. Maybe 6, I can't remember. And so it was a complete shock to my system, but that was the thing. I wasn't restricting myself, and that's where I have really been able to find freedom from the restriction. I no longer feel like I need to restrict myself from having these healthy foods like sweet potatoes. There's nothing wrong with having a sweet potato. Eating it in the right portion is a good thing. But I no longer feel like I need to restrict those things, and that I can allow myself to have them because I know my body works the way it's supposed to, and it is releasing the weight. It's releasing the insulin slowly. I'm going to be free of that, I know, and for the first time ever in my whole entire life, my A1C was normal, and I'm just really proud of that because that is something that I've struggled with. I've always been in the borderline, do we worry about this or not? Obviously because I have insulin resistance. And so that is one like huge non-scale victory that I have had with this program, is that my hormone levels are balancing out. My A1C is normal, and that is super exciting for me. So I have found this freedom. I'm not restricting anything. And now that I'm post 80 day, I'm still following this meal plan because it's given me life. I feel like even because I've done 7 rounds of Whole30, there was still restriction. And it was hard because you have to look at every little ingredient that goes in your body. And I was overanalyzing and I was controlling. And yes, I have learned a lot through Whole30, and it is a great, great program. But for me mentally, I'm not there. I can't do it. And I told my mom yesterday, I said, I don't know if I'll ever do a Whole30 ever again, just because of where it puts me. It doesn't give me a good relationship with food. And so, because I am controlling and overanalyzing every little thing that goes in my body with that program. So this program, it has given me the life that I have wanted. It's given me the freedom, and I just can't say enough about it. It's 80-day obsession, and yes, for about a few weeks, I was obsessing because it was hard to figure it all out. But by the end of it, I knew it with breeze. And I don't feel like I have to obsess over anything anymore because I know what to eat, when to eat it, what types of foods to eat, that my body's going to be okay when I eat carbs and fruit. You guys, I just can't explain the freedom that I feel. I feel like I have been in bondage by food. I've allowed food to dictate, and my body to dictate, what I eat and what I don't eat. And I have a huge sweet tooth. Carbs are life. I mean, anybody will say carbs are life. But I have just been a slave to food, like restricting it. No, Beth, you can't have this. And then, oh, yeah, I can have this. And then I binge and binge and binge, and I feel like junk, and I feel like crap, and I'm back to square one. And I don't feel like I have to go back to square one anymore. And I think that is the biggest thing that I'm taking away from this. And yes, I'm going to cry because I feel like I have prayed and prayed and prayed that God would take this from me and that I would no longer feel be a slave to food. But he didn't take it from me. And I think that sometimes when you're in the pit, you realize that you have been in bondage, you have been a slave, and then you have to dig your way out. And he will help you. He will give you that power. He's given us the Holy Spirit, and the Holy Spirit has helped me so much on this journey. But we have the power because we have Christ in us to do these things. We can't do them on our own. We're not able to do them on our own, but we can do it in Christ's power. And I truly believe that that's what he has given me through this journey, that he allowed me to realize that yes, I have been a slave to food for I don't know how many years, and I have slowly climbed my way out because even though he gives me the power to do that, I have to do the work. And so I'm here. I'm on the other side. I don't want to say that I'm out of the pit yet because I am in I said last night on my Instagram that I am on a new playing field, that I gave my 100% to this program, and I am now post that program, and I am finding my new food freedom, and that is continuing in the same type of meal plan, using my containers, using my portion control, eating the foods that I know that are good for me, but not overanalyzing what goes in my body. And it is complete freedom. It really is. And if you are out there and you have been a slave to food and you have dealt with binge eating, you've dealt with the restriction, can I just encourage you for one moment and tell you that there is hope, that there is a life on the other side. You don't have to be in this pit forever, that you can climb your way out. You can, I promise you. And if you need someone to help you, I'm here and I will help you. So This program really did give me life, and I could go on and on and on and on about it. I am glad to be done with it. I think my body really needs a break just because of the intense lifting. I have, obviously been dealing with some neck and shoulder issues, and tomorrow I start physical therapy in hopes to relieve that pressure and tension in my body. But self-care was a huge part of this program, and I don't think that I gave myself enough self-care. And so next round, yes, I will do it again. Next round, I will definitely take self-care more seriously, and either go get a massage or take more Epsom salt baths or whatever I can to help recover my muscles and the soreness and whatever I need to do to take care of me. So yes, I will do this program again, and I am excited about it. I'm not doing it right now because we have a huge vacation planned in a couple of months. And after that, and after some of my summer trips, I plan to do it again so that I can give it my all again. And if you are curious about it, or you need some help because you are struggling with the food addiction or being a slave to food or whatever has a hold and a grip in your life, please reach out. I would love to help you, and I would love to pray for you, talk you through it, give you resources if I can. But just know that there is hope on the other side of it. So those are my final thoughts. I absolutely loved this program. It was hard. It was so hard, but it's not hard to where you can't do it. You just have to work through the mental thoughts. You have to work through the changes that are going on. And it starts with a transformation inside, and then you'll see it on the outside. So I'm the girl with PCOS who thought these programs couldn't work for me, and it did. So I hope that you guys are having a great day. I hope to be back here soon and walk you through another program on my journey. But until then, I will talk to you later. Bye.